folks, and good morning and welcome to Urban Climb, the 2025 Australia lead titles this morning. It's the semi-finals this morning, folks. Jason Witten here with you, coming to you live from Urban Climb in Melbourne, Victoria. Great to be here with you. I'll be joined a little bit later on by my compadre for the finals, Ian Gilmartin, but this morning we're going to hang out and do this hand solo style. There's plenty of action been happening here at Urban Climb for the lead titles here, folks. This morning we're going to see the Open A male and the Open A female. 20, actually a few more than 20, have gotten through the qualifications and into the semi-finals this morning, which is just about to start, folks. The competitors were just out having a little look at their semi-finals routes and doing the observation time all together, working out their moves, working out what they might need to do. But we'll get underway with the action soon enough, I'm sure. All of the competitors are out the back in isolation, and it's going to be a long day for a few of them, actually, sitting around waiting to climb. But I'm sure they'll work out how to keep themselves motivated, warmed up and ready to go. But let's have a look if we can. I don't know if the team can bring up the scoreboard to see who made it through to the finals, the semi-finals anyway. But there is a top 20. 20 are meant to go to the finals, but here's your top 10-ish counting down. Emily, Scott, Roxy Perry, Jordan, Raveline, Claire, Taco, Oriel, Abby, Indiana, and Ada. Now listen, there's your top 10. Now you can see a few of the competitors here are regular names on the circuit, and I'm sure we'll see a bit of action from those top 10. They did do quite well in the qualifications, all making some tops, many of them topping both routes. And as you get down into the sort of the 10 to 20, there's a fair bit of a gap between the field, but there's your top 10 in the males. And we've got our first competitor out. They come out in reverse order. Now, if you want to follow along, folks, if you want to follow along in all the action today, if you go to Sports Climbing Australia, we might see if the team can turn the music down a little, but and get a bit of the ambience out of the gym right down there. But we've got our first competitor. I think this is Kai Ward, and he's actually from says here the UK. Bit of a visitor potentially. Kai topped the first qualification route in this morning, yesterday, sorry, and didn't get too far in the second qualifier. So it seemed like the first qualifier was a bit of a warm up for most competitors. But Kai, early days here, but not making it too far on the first qualification. Now, for those who are listening in, great to have you here. I believe we're going live on the Olympic channel today too. So for those on the YouTube Olympic channel, fantastic to have you here. Welcome along. Great to be hanging out with you today. Jason Witten is my name, as I said before. We'll be spending probably about 2 hours here for the semi-finals this morning, and then we'll get down to the top 10, top 10 or top 8 going through. Actually, it's top 8, sorry, going through to the finals this afternoon at 4 p.m. Victoria time and 3 p.m. Queensland time. So if you're hanging around, it'd be great to have you rejoin us there as well. I think all right, we've got Kai, who's just had a crack at his route, but that's it for Kai. We'll see if that's enough to make him through, but I don't think it will be. There's only one in the semi-finals. In the qualifications, there's 2 routes, and semi-finals 1 route, and then the finals 1 route also. The scoring system in the lead climbing is fairly straightforward. Start at the bottom, you go to the top. Each hold is numbered as you progress from the bottom to the top, folks. and once you move past a hold or you make control of a hold, you get that scoring point. If you move towards the next hold, it's a positive. If you don't get it, if you do hold it, it's counted as a full score. So there you go. Fairly straightforward, and it's measured in height. There is 6 minutes. I don't know if the team are running the clock today, but there is 6 minutes for each competitor to complete the route. And that's pretty well it. Go from the bottom to the top in under 6 minutes. Get as high as you can. All right, folks. Well, listen, if you are there in the chat, give us a shout out. There's been a few shout outs already. Great to see a bunch of you joining us live on the live stream. Fantastic. Thank you for joining. And if you are on the Olympic channel, we won't be able to see the chat. So thank you for joining anyway. But chat away amongst yourselves over there. And if you do want to pop a comment in the live chat and you want us to give you a shout out, then do that on the Sports Columbia Australia channel. All right, our next competitor out. I think we've got 25 in the male, and then we've got 22 in the female. So we will be having 2 competitors at the same time. Our first competitor has been out, and that was Kai. And the next one, I think, is Anthony Jonathan. And we're taking a little bit of time there to get the knot undone. Sometimes you can get those knots on the rope pretty tight, and when you fall, they can be cinched right up. So here we go. Well, that looks like Gregory. Not coming out in the same order. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. It's not in order. There was about 5 or 6 of the competitors all finished in 21st or equal 20th. So there you go. Gregory on my run sheet. A little bit different. So there you go, folks. All right, Gregory, let's see what he's got to do here on the green route. Nice early efficient moves here. A few little crimpers down low. A little bit of accurate footwork needed. Now, making them their moves. All right, nice shot there from the team. Good angles here. This is where Kai come unstuck in his first move here. Looks like an early little tough move to begin with. Might be good if the team could zoom out a little bit and see the whole route in one shot. Would be nice. Get a little bit of angle. There we go. All right. Tuning a few things up here. Gregory on the wall. Looking good. Making progress past that little section. And there you go. A little bit higher than Kai. Bit of a pump. All right. All right. Yes, I can hear you, mate. So can everybody. Live from the desk there, folks. Just trying to get the audio sorted. But listen, Anthony, Jonathan, done and dusted. Oh, that was Gregory, sorry. 17 points. Now, as you go along, we will progress the scoreboard, and hopefully we can get a little look at the live scoreboard as we travel. But there we go. You can see that as we run along now. Early days, our top climbers are the ones to come out at the end. So it goes in reverse order. Those who finished in 20th or 20th position come out first today, and those who finished in first come out last. So it comes in reverse order. Hopefully the drama builds, but this is only the semi-final. We are at the early days, the early stages of a big day for the climbers, that's for sure, and a big day for everyone there. Big shout out to all the volunteers and helpers who help put this on. A lot of effort in putting on these competitions, and the volunteers do a great job. Certainly Sports Climbing Australia doing a fantastic job as well, getting these things going. We've got a lot of our young competitors these days pretty keen on making inroads into the Olympics. Our sport is making progression, getting noticed in the world of Olympic sports. One of the most popular sports, actually, at the previous Olympics in the newer sports. So it's great to see. And I believe this time in LA coming up very soon, we will have the first time there will be 3 gold medals available for our competition. The first competition, I was speaking to Marco, the head of the IFSC, and helped get the climbing into the Olympics. He said the sport was a guest sport, first time in. That's why, and we only had 1 gold medal or 1 set of medals that we could have the sport receive, or the competitors receive. So that's why there was a combination event with speed, lead, and boulder. Then the second time, we were able to get 2 medals. Split the competition between speed, which was pretty understandable, speed and lead and boulder splitting. And then this Olympics coming, there's a medal available for each of the disciplines. So a lot of the competitors now are specialising in one of them. So there you go. But this weekend, folks, it's all about the lead climbing. Benjamin here trying to work this one out. There's a little bit of a high reach here, a little bit reachy for him, trying to get some good footwork in there, nice little heel, and trying to get himself in a bit of a hidden foothold underneath there. But he's worked it out. Looking a little bit shaky, but not making that clip. See if you can make a better position for the clip. Now, what you must do as you climb, folks, is the quick draws, the clips as you go, which you can see Benjamin trying to get in position to make the clip. Oh, big moves. Now those holds will be counted. As you climb along, the quick draws, you must clip the quick draws in sequence. That's a safety measure plus part of the competition. But you cannot climb above the quick draw past your knee without clipping it. If you do that, then you'll have to come down off of the climb. So, and the last hold would be your high point. So that's a little technicality for the climbing comp. But there you go. So that was Benjamin there doing his thing. Seems like these knots are a little bit tight here. Someone's doing a good job. Well, you're not going to come out of those ones. I suppose a little bit of a tighter knot's better than a loose knot when it comes to safety. So we've got our first female competitor out now. We will be having 2 competitors at the same time as we roll here. So I believe this is Lucy Armstrong, Victorian, local, and ranked 22nd in the competition today. Came in equal 20th with a couple of the other competitors. So here we go. Lucy ready to go. A little bit of a run start. Now that's a little bit interesting. The route setters chose to do something a little bit dynamic straight off the ground. And it's probably a little bit nerve-wracking, that one. You would think. psychology of the climbers, just to sort of shake them up a little bit, make sure that they're on their toes, literally. Now Lucy's got to make sure, oh no, make sure she clips the right end of the rope there. Almost clipped that upside down, but pulled that back in shape. Looking pretty good though. Nice and clean clips here, nice strong arm, straight arm, strong positions. I don't think that's Lucy over there, but that's our next male competitor, which is Jimmy. Do the switch. There we go. Like it. Jimmy looking strong, starting out. We know the men's comp gets a little bit spicy, a bit higher up. And Lucy doing well here, actually. Moving nicely. Looking strong and confident. Very efficient climbing. And nice rest positions as she goes. All right, Lucy down and setting a pretty good high point to begin with. Now Jimmy up into this section here where we saw a couple of the other competitors struggle. A little bit of a tricky section in this point here. So Benjamin up here nice and high. Nice work, Jimmy. Moving into this section, nice. Now there's a bit of a high point, I think, now. Looking confident, moving pretty efficiently. Big Gaston move there. All right. Jimmy looking good. Oh, flicked off that little crimp as he's gone through. All right, nice. Jimmy making the new high point, which is great for the competition, but we've got plenty of competitors to go. All right. The next competitor's rolling out now. That was Lucy just then, but we've got, I believe, Catherine from WA. This is Catherine, ready to start her climb out. And out next for the men. Could be Anthony or Ryan as we go along, but we'll see. But this is Catherine, ready to go. Now she's opting to try and look at this as a little bit of a static start, which might be a bit of a problem here. Hasn't really seen the run start yet, but maybe she'll get the static part of this. Oh, nice, very strong. There you go, well done. Catherine found a much more stable way to start that climb out. Feeling a little bit nervous for her there I was, but she's underway and dropping into her groove pretty quickly here. Nice quick clips. Now those orange cheetah holes at the bottom there, I think they're cheetah brand. Big open sloping holds. Early days, they do require a fair bit of power to stay on the wall with. Catherine won't want to spend too much time down low. taking their time, not rushing things. There's a bit of a balancing act between going fast enough, going too slow. But I'm sure Catherine's worked that out with her training. Showing amazing flexibility there. That was quite a spectacular move. Flexibility and strength going well. Going to pick up a little bit of pace. Very nice with the clips. You can see the angle of this wall. There's a couple of different angles. When we get to the finals, you'll see quite a significant kick back in the wall. This is a little bit multi-angled here. Nice shot from the crew. Decent crowd here to cheer everyone on. Catherine into this, I'm going to say a crimpy section. Well done, Catherine. Setting a nice benchmark there. See if Catherine can get the knot undone. I think that's the part of the competition today is that one that she was going for didn't look that great. Catherine posting a high point right there, so that's good. No competitors out yet for the men. See, get dueling climbers as we go along. Early days, but we've got Jimmy in the lead. Nice to have that happen, I'm sure. All right, the next competitor out. Anthony Jonathan. Queenslander. Starting off nice. Quickly, must do the clip before he moves past it. Gets the climb underway. Like I said at the start, the competitors have 6 minutes to make their way through to the top. And as you make positive contact or move from each hold, you gain a point. Each of the holds on the wall has a point associated with them. Well, each of the designated handholds anyway. And big move. Anthony quite flexible with the high step. We've got Lily out now from New South Wales, starting her competition. Chose to do the little run and pop. Felt quite confident, looked very confident in that start, so nice for her to get underway quickly. Moving pretty fast as well, actually. Got a pretty fast climbing style. A little bit more dynamic. Gets hold of the holds and moves fairly quickly once he feels confident. That's a little bit better. This is a little tricky spot here for Anthony. Kicks back again in the angle. Oh, Lily. Little foot slip there by the look of it. Get that into focus. Anthony off. Couldn't make that that little section work there. A bit pumped early. Lily's still on the wall. Little foot slip there before. Wonder if that has messed with her a little bit, but I think she seems to have gotten back pretty quickly into the groove of things. Great to have you on with us in the live stream, folks. Welcome to the lead semi-finals, the 2025 National League Championships here, coming to you from Blackburn, down in Victoria. Urban Climb. Fantastic location, fantastic climbing gym if you haven't been here. Lead, speed and boulder all under one roof. I would say probably one of the best facilities in Australia at this moment in time. Fantastic. Now, Lily looking good. Now this section here. Oh, nice. There's small holds and starts to kick back here. Looking strong. Very nice. Breaking through that early little. Looks like she might be pumping out here a little bit, looking to make it an extra point. Oh. So we know where it starts to get a little bit serious in the women's competition. Really setting a high point for it so far. However, we do have a fair bit to go. Well done, Lily. Sorry, folks. My daughter's named Lily. I instantly saw that and jumped to the conclusion. Ryan underway from WA. No, South Australia. South Australians are in the house. We've got only one today in the semi-finals. Ryan is the South Australian representative. Plenty of Victorians, Queenslanders, Western Australians. Got a couple of New Zealanders over as well in the competition. They can't win the Australian comp, but they can win a podium position. Looking good. Looking fairly steady. This is quite a technical section here with a bit of power. He's working his way up into this section with the purple volumes and the green holds. Bit of art, but also certainly makes it a little bit interesting to find a route, choose your way through. Sure, from the observation time, all of the climbers would have talked with each other and tried to work out which way was which. All right, we've got Cassie Koneman from Queensland out now, underway. Early days in the climb. Ryan moving into this section here. We know this is a little bit spicy. Oh, makes it. Oh, tricky foot there. Bit of a left foot slip. Brought him undone. Those holes look pretty poor. It looks like a bit of a blind left foot up and underneath there as he's going. Cassie, though, on the wall. Still looking good. Oh, gets a little bit spicy right up there on that blue circle where those holds almost disappear. You can see the big, large orange slopers, and then it turns pretty nasty pretty quickly. That's the way it is. Let's go New South Wales. Bit of a shout out. Great to have you on the live stream, folks. Get involved in the chat if you're up for it. Always good. Bit of friendly banter is always a bit of fun. Great to have you here. Now, Cassie. Probably knowing what's ahead. Getting a little rest here, shaking out. Hoping she can recover a little bit of finger strength for this next section. Looks like it really gets going. Doesn't ease up. I can't see any moves above her that look restful at this moment in time. Big heel hook. Nice. Looking strong there, actually. Let's see if she can move through this crimpy section quickly. Looking good. Looks like she was. Wow, okay, here we go. Yeah. I think maybe pumped out there. I think maybe that looks to me, it might be something where you might need to cross through and get that instead of with your left, maybe your right. Well, we'll see. We shall see what happens as we move forward. But Cassie making a high point there. Just, yeah. Where a right hand is, maybe that one needs to be the left. Anyway, easy to call from the comfort of a chair. Much more difficult to do when you're on the wall. Right, our next climber out. This is Sean from WA. Sean Bernard. Looks like a bit of a taller climber. Let's see if a little bit of extra height helps him in the early stages of the climb. Flipping a little bit differently. Players doing a good job keeping up with the dynamics of the climbing and the climbers' clipping processes. So far. Richie. Climbing doesn't necessarily get flowing till a bit higher. There's as you're down a bit lower, there's a move, then a clip, then a move, then a clip. You can't see the climbers just yet getting into a flow of sequence of moves. So trying to use that height to his advantage to get the clip from a bit lower, but could have brought him undone there, but he's in a bit of a precarious position right now. Looking to get his foot in the right position there. We've seen a few foot slips here, so you've got to be really quite accurate with feet. Got the nice heel in there, that's great. I want to work this out though. Couldn't work that little sequence out, but we've now got our next climber underway in the female division. The Abra, Queenslander. He has been on the comp scene a few years now. One of the new kids on the block. Let's go, Mia. Looking good, nice and yeah, we'll see if she can move across this section here. We know that's where I was thinking maybe to try and cross through to this one, but we'll see. Or is it a big bump? Oh, match. Well, there you go. Well done. Those strong fingers matching at that point. Okay, we can't really see that hold, but must be something behind there. A little crimp or something like a finger jam in between those two blue holes. Interesting times. Mia making really nice progress at this moment. Now, a new high point, quite a significant high point for the females. Yeah, looking really good. Right, we've got Charlie Crittenden out now, starting as well from the New South Wales team. Let's go, Charlie. See what you've got. Mia, looking strong, looking good. Elbows up now. You can start to see Mia. Maybe, yeah, I was going to say, just to start to get a little bit tired. moment those elbows go up, felt it way too many times myself, climbing elbows up, and then seems like any moment after that, you're off. But anyway, well done, Mia. Posted a significant high point. One to chase now for the rest of the field. Got Charlie here, making that stretch clip as well. A little bit better feet position here, but let's see if Charlie can make this sequence. We've seen a lot of our competitors really fall around this area here in these next couple of moves. The feet seem to be something they really need to understand to work out. There's some heels, a hidden foot underneath. Charlie again struggling as well. A low, difficult point in the climb, what's commonly known as a crux. Could be one of those ones early on where just really designed to take a little bit of, shake the climber up a little bit. And Charlie trying to get the heel hook in. Looking fairly solid in that position though. Pulled into it quite nicely. Oh, come on, Charlie. Let's see if you can release now. That was looking pretty good actually. Just was an awkward position to be in. Not getting any high points there though. I think Charlie will be in a finals position with that one. But well done, Charlie. Good job. Making it through to the semis is certainly a great job. All right, our next competitor out in the females as we're underway. Elizabeth Bowman from Queensland.
Next up is Chris.
All right, Elizabeth looking good. A little bit taller. Let's see if this crimpy section up higher might benefit from a little bit more height. So our next competitor out for the males, Chris Martinez. Oh no, Elizabeth. Little pop there and a little slip. She was looking pretty good there. It was unfortunate. But with lead climbing, one and done, one go, it's done. Unlike bouldering where you get 5 minutes to see if you can, or 4 minutes, depending on if it's a final or semi-finals are 5 to make it to the top. Lead climbing, one fall and you're out. Chris knows that. And as he moves into this section here, let's see if he can move through this section, unlike a fair few of our previous competitors the last 10 minutes or so. Right. Nice. Good little drop knee there. Now, high foot and heel. Oh, very nice. Oh, let's see what he can work out. Little frog point here. Oh, that was great. Let's see if okay, Chris here working out what he's going to do in this section. Needs to get that clip. A little bit of a knee scum on underneath that. He's trying to get. He's got that knee bar, a little bit of a heel knee bar going on, and was trying to sort himself out there. Got double Chris's. Anyway, here we go. All right, underway now. Our next female competitor, Maeve, all the way from New South Wales. Chris got that clip, which is fantastic. Maeve underway. Plenty of action now. Oh, that was a dry fire. He was looking good then. We know that's the spicy section for the men's first part of the climb in the men's section. We might call our lower crux or our first crux of the climb. Now we've got Maeve ready to go. Just finding herself in a little bit of an awkward position here. Worked it out though. Got the chalk bag. Often the chalk bag's a little bit of a psychological, if not settling process of chalk something up, take a deep breath, move to the next move. Maeve doing well. As it starts to kick back here. You know, those smaller holds up high on the blue section start to make things get pretty interesting. Our next competitor's out as well in the male section. All the way from New South Wales. Cameron Dillon, the dueling teammates. Starting strong. Maeve looking good. Even resting in this section here, which we know quite small holds. Let's see what Maeve does here in this section. We saw Match go on before. Nice, got the clip. Leaving a little bit of room for Match here, so that's good. Let's see if Maeve makes the match work. Nice. Seems to be the consensus now. Little ring lock there, actually. Interesting little move in a climbing comp. A little bit outdoorsy, that one, but good to see it bringing a bit of spice into the mix. Maeve now at this section where she seems to be resting up. That hold seems to be fairly positive, so looking to see if she can get a little bit of energy back. Cameron moving into business part. The first section. Else one. Route just gets a little bit interesting. A bit more power, a bit more footwork and body tension required. Right. Cameron starting this section. Maeve climbing into new territory. Trying a little interesting foot swap. The foothold was blocked there for Maeve, so really little technical foot maneuver worked out for her. Just got to be careful on this move here. The body's wanting to swing out and around, but she's made it work. And I think this might be a high point for Maeve. Cameron finding that heel hook. You know, this is a bit interesting, this move here. Oh, nice. Looking fairly comfortable, actually. Oh, what's he doing with that rope? Oh, Maeve down. Cameron just making that work. And plenty of strength to go around, turning on the power moves. Still got that rope caught in his arm. There we go. All right. A little bit less friction now for him. Now let's see if he can make this crossover move. Oh, big. Well done, Cameron. Still haven't seen any of the men bust through that section yet. A few of the ladies making some progress on the climb. Great to see. A little bit, feet were a little bit too close together there, I think, for Cameron as he made that move. But he'll be awarded that extra hold. Once you make the move to the next hold, then that's where that will be a positive. He didn't make the move and hang on to the hold. However, which would have been a full point, that'll be a plus. That will show up in the scoreboard. If you want to follow along with the scoreboard live, folks, you can go to the Sports Climbing Australia website, check out the event section. I do believe there's a live scoreboard, well, live-ish anyway. It's updated as we go along. You can follow along and see what happens for the scores as well. But in the meantime, Samantha is underway. all the way from the ACT. Great to see teams travelling interstate for the comp. It's always great to have all of the states represented. No, it's quite difficult sometimes to get a state team together and travel and get it all coordinated. So big shout out to all of those who help out doing that. Volunteers, athletes, mums and dads, whoever's involved. Thank you. Wouldn't be a competition without without all of those in competition. Right, our next male competitor out as well. Hayden, ready to go. Hayden, the Queenslander. Hayden did all right in the qualifiers as well. Made a top in the first qualifier. 35 plus in the second qualifier. So not too bad. Moving strong and fast. All right, Samantha into this section. We know is it's fairly interesting. Let's see how she does this. Left a lot of room for the match just yet, but she's going to go for the high clip, which probably a smart move. Get that done before she moves across this next section. A little bit of a shakeout. Hayden moving very fast into this first crux move, section 4. His climb. Samantha. Taking ahead. Maybe a little bit disappointed with that move for her, but pretty respectful, that's for sure. All right, Hayden here, see what he can do. We know this is a little bit complex when it comes to the feet. This section is seems a little bit bunched up, a little bit convoluted. Oh, big move. I don't think that section is the section for dynamic moves. But Hayden not really being able to make that one work. All right, coming along about halfway through when it comes to the competitors. Jimmy up there with a 22 plus, looking good. And early days though, our top 10 really now to come in the finishings. Can't see the scores there just yet, but Maeve Bradbury up there with a 30, and Mia Abra with a 28 plus. Really the 2 high points for the females at this moment in time. All right. The next competitor out is Laurie Liston from New South Wales. Let's go, Laurie. Underway nice and quick. Straight into the first clip, which is awesome. Kira Larson, I believe, is our next competitor out. From Victoria. Kira also underway. Now, a few of the competitors doing the static start, which is probably a little bit less stressful. Female climb, which is great. With them seeing that static maneuver now instead of the run jump start. Kira moving quickly into the first 3 clips. Laurie very quickly up into this section as well. Making room for the match for Kira. Moving into that sloper quite nicely. Laurie finding his way into this section. Oh, there's some footwork to be done. Nice, Laurie. Looking good. Oh, just couldn't get his feet worked up. He looked strong though. He moved into those positions pretty quickly. But very quickly those feet
As per the rules,
were is undoing. Kira now moving into this section when it comes to small holds. A bit of a traverse up to the finger lock, the ring lock. Double blue circles. So there's a fun little outdoorsy hold in between of those. Kira, let's see if she works this out. This clip is quite strenuous. Fully stretched out with her body. That makes the clip, which is great news. She gets a little rest in here. Let's see if she makes room for the match. We've seen the match beta work a couple times. Looks like maybe she hasn't left enough room for the match. There we go, she's worked it out. Yeah, nice. Boom, through she goes. In with the ring lock. Bit of a shakeout. Now we know this is quite a steep section here. If you get a little, if there is another angle, we could see this section's probably a steeper section of the climb, and Kira's about to kick in to that section as well. So making it work. It seems like there's just another gear that she's kicked into right now, which is the try hard gear. Oh wow. Okay, Kira's trying to make that clip a bit early, but that's better. That's better. That's better. All right, get in position. Nice. And this we saw this before. There was a couple of difficult foot matches. Yeah, she seems to have dropped into another gear here, just really fighting hard. Nice, Kira. That's great. She's happy with that. Well done, and she should be. That was quite a battle, and really good. Maybe even close to a high point there for Kira. So which is great news. We're probably in the top 10 now for the females coming out. We're well into top 10 or 12 for the males as well. So as you would probably expect as we roll along into the rest of the finals, folks, we'll be able to see each of the competitors progress maybe a little bit higher. Bit of the competition progressing upwards as we move. Route setters just jumping on, cleaning a few holds as we go along. It's always nice for that to happen as we get to about the middle of the competition. Clean up a few of the holds that might be getting a little bit of traffic. So the final few competitors can have some decent conditions. Now, I don't think it's too hot down there in Melbourne this weekend, which is good. Not too hot, not too cold. Bit of Goldilocks zone. When it comes to the weather, it can play quite a large part in the comfort and conditions of your climb. But Nina Manuel, Queenslander. Nina is a bit of a seasoned competitor, quite young, but has been in the competition scene for a few years now. It's great to see such numbers when it comes to the younger competitors in the competition scene. Been doing the live stream competitions for a fair few years now. This is the third or fourth year we've been doing it. The numbers keep growing and growing, which is fantastic news. Bouldering is always very, very popular. Lead, especially when you've got some great venues. Lead is very popular as well. And the average age now seems to be a lot younger when it comes to the competitors, and very strong as well. There's the the route setter getting some live stream action airtime, which is great news. He's up there cleaning up, which is good. Oh, Nina's doing her thing. Nina moving into this section quite quickly. Looking quite efficient. Looks quite relaxed. Little shakeout. Good news. Little test piece there. Always good to see if you can reach the the clip. Let's see, a little bit of experience there kicking in. Sometimes with a few of the competitors might try and clip. Don't know if they could reach it or not. A little bit, burn a bit of energy that they could probably retain for climbing. But Nina really doing very nicely here. So well done. To Nina, not really. Oh, yeah. Bit of an awkward position to clip from. And I wonder if she's going to try and clip from a bit higher. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well done, Nina. Now that was good because she moved through. Didn't have to try and bother with a clip that was inefficient. And again, just showing a little bit of her experience when it comes to competition climbing. Nina, big move for Nina. Now, I wonder if she's dropping another gear here, going for the clip. Still looking in pretty good shape. Elbows starting to come up a little bit. 1 foot up. This crossover move really powerful. There's a little foot swap here that's a quite delicate one. Nina doing the top swap rather than trying to do a toe match. Now, we do know that this is where we've seen a high point or two. Oh, making it work. Come on, Nina. Oh. Like a big fall, but you could see right there at the end before Nina came down that she reached for the next hold. So that was smart thinking when it comes to her competition, going for the next hold. Now, I don't know. This is one for the judges. I don't know if that foothold would be counted as a handhold. I'm positive, but there you go. It may be. It may be. We shall see. Nina, well done. And I think that would be pretty close to a high point if she's awarded the plus or the positive on that one. So, well done. The hits keep on rolling, though. Our next competitors will be out momentarily. Yep, Nina, she got the plus there, so that was it. Coming to you live, folks, from Urban Climb here in Melbourne, Australia today. The 2025 Australian National League Championships, folks. Thank you for joining. Jason Whitten is my name. I'll be joined a bit later on for the finals with my compadre, Ian Gilmartin, as we normally like to do. I'm flying a bit of hand solo this morning, just having a little look at our lineup for the semi-finals. This is the semis, folks, and our top 8 will move through to the finals this afternoon. Now, that'll be on at 4 p.m. for the Open A's. Our finals this afternoon, actually, already for our Open B, and we've got our Open B, we've got our Masters, and we've got our Para finals. Pretty well straight after this, folks. So if you're around, it's going to be awesome. The hits will keep on rolling, so we'll get the Open B, Masters, and Para around about 11:30, and then we'll have our speed finals if you're up for that. Always fun to watch that one, certainly. At 1 p.m, this is all Victorian time, folks. Later this afternoon at 4 p.m. will be our finals for the Open A male and female. However, right now, there you go. Nina is at a 30 plus. That's looking good for Nina. A nice high point there. We know that it's pretty spicy up there, and we've got Cameron, Chris, and Jimmy, all with those scores in and around the 20s. So we'll see if anyone can come out and make a bit more progress than that. Certainly, I think this next 10 climbers have a good crack at that one for sure. So let's see as we go. Brody, all the way from WA, is underway. Olivia, also, all the females. Looking good. Both of them looking fairly comfortable and collected to begin with, which you would hope they do. Brody's going to move into this section, which will start to test his ability to route read and get his balancing feet and balancing right. Olivia not too far away from the same section, which might have a little bit more get up and go in it. Great shots from the team here. Dueling competitors on the same level. Brody just not finding his feet. Now we know this section here is all about getting your feet right as you move through this section. The hands are all orientated in a way that your feet make the difference. If you get your feet correct, then the hands will work. If they're not correct, then trying to pull down and chin up on it is not really going to do you any favours. Brody looking good though. Just got the heel in. Just that's the one. Little hidden foothold. Brody there, nice. A little bit of power to spare. This is where he's got to unlock one of the feet and get that extra. Oh, crikey. All right, there we go. Olivia moving through that section there with the match very nicely. Good. Brody off. Big. All right. Got dueling Brodies and Olivia's here, but looking good. All right, Olivia underway. Over the head wall and into this section here. Getting close. Oh no. A little bit of a hand pop. Hands on head there. Seems to show that she wasn't. I think she had lots more left in the tank. A little bit of a just a little bit of a hand slip. But fortunately for Olivia, that's it. Out next, Hannah Sides, I believe, and then Jessie Raffini. You can see the height of the walls here, folks. We haven't really seen a good picture of the wall yet. Maybe the team could get us a shot of the actual climbs in totality if we get a chance. I know we've got plenty of action, but you can see it's a great facility, good size competition wall, and really is pretty amazing and unique actually. We're an Australian lead climbing centre, one of the best. That's for sure. All right, our next competitor out. Females. Hannah Sides from Queensland. Hannah taking the time here, not really rushing it. You can take a little bit of time to have a look at where you might be going to climb, folks. That's always smart if you've been in isolation. So what happens is the competitors sit out the back for quite a while until it's their turn to climb. Now, when you first came out, and that might have been, an hour ago or hour and a half ago by the time you get to climb, you get 5 minutes or on the clock to have a look at your climb and try and memorize some of the moves and think from the ground, what might I do and what position. But an hour and a half later, maybe, that observation time might have started to fade, and certainly smart to maybe pause for a moment and go through what you might have decided a bit earlier in the day. Hannah doing so. You've got only 6 minutes though. Once you've started the climb, you've only got 6 minutes to get to the top on the wall officially. So you don't want to spend too long. Jessie, one of our competitors. Jessie is a little bit of a seasoned competitor as well. He's been around in the game for a little while. So let's see if Jessie can make something happen here as well. Got a top in the qualifiers, in the qualification 1. Not a bad result in qualification number 2, but not as high as I think he probably would have liked. And see if Jesse can pull something, a little bit of a rabbit out of the hat for the semi-final, get himself back in the top 8. Hannah looking good in that section where you know it starts to really kick in before the head wall. Jesse climbing with purpose and precision. Hannah up with a heel hook. We can move into this technical crimpy power section. Hannah really not comfortable with the big heel section. Ooh, bit of desperate throw there, but hopefully she can pull it back. Now, bit of a section to Jesse moving up into this section pretty nicely. We know this is a little bit of a foot section. Yeah, Jesse really looking good. Oh, Hannah not making it through that section. Really trying to work it out as she was going along. Jesse looking pretty good, actually. Oh, yeah, nice. Even chalking up in this section. He's looking good. He can bring himself through this crossover. Oh, very strong. All right. Jesse through into a high point, I think, for the males. Oh, no. Oh, that was a shame. A little foot slip. Jesse was looking strong. Yeah, a bit disappointing, I'm sure. I think he had plenty more left in the tank there. Bit of a head shake. Not good one. Yeah. Well done. That's great. Good to see. A little bit of the positivity there from the layers. I'm sure Jesse would have liked that to happen another way, but there you go, folks. One little foot slip, and we're down on lead climbing. It is about that balancing act between precision, power, a bit of speed, because you don't want to be hanging around forever on the wall. But at this moment in time, Jesse's on the ground. Our next climber is out, which is Harper Igos from Victoria. Harper topped out on the qualifier 1. Harper, sorry. Ada from the ACT. Wrong list. Ada 37 plus and a 42 plus in the qualifiers. So not a bad section, not a bad overall cross section for her 2 qualifiers. Shows that Ada has totally got the capacity to book a high position. Harper Migos now, ex-male competitor from Victoria, out also on the wall. Top in qualifier 1 and a 38 in qualifier 2. He's come in at rank number 11 in the comp, so /10 because there's 2 at 9. So we're in our top 10 for the men, folks, and well into our top 10 for the females as well. So here is our first top 10. Rank number 10 for the competition today. For her qualifying qualification climbs. Harper also in that area. Both of them now moving into these steep sections. No, a bit of the technical climbing begins. We saw Jesse move through this quite comfortably before. Let's see if Harper can make that work as well. Oh, move, but fantastic. Really skipped a whole sequence, a foot sequence there, which Probably because he's a little bit taller, a little bit stronger, a bit more power, stepping up and in. Now, let's see if he can make these moves as easy. Ada looking good here. You know, she's got to leave a little bit of room for the crossover, but going for the clip first. Harper making that work as well. Now we did, this is where Jess, oh, again. There's a combination of powering out a little bit and rushing the feet there in that section. Looks like it's a very technical little section when it comes to your feet. You've got to really make sure that you're concentrating. And you only know that once you slip off. it's easy to say from the observation of a commentary box, but certainly much more difficult to rationalize that as you're moving as fast and efficiently as possible on the wall. But there you go. Ada still on the wall though, and looking pretty good actually. A few good shout outs in YouTube, so thank you folks. Great to have you here. Thanks for joining. You're watching the lead semi-finals, Open A male-female combo here today of the 2025 National Lead Championships. Ada Reid on the wall from the ACT, and she's in some good territory when it comes to the heights. Pretty close to an actual high point here as well. Now let's see if she can get this clip. Fantastic, well done. Now if she does make the next hold, that will be a high point, high point overall. So, well, she's actually made that hold positive. Come on. Oh, ever so slowly. Hold by hold, plus by plus. The females are making progress as we're going along, which is great. And that for Ada, I think, right there is the high point. You can see the head wall there. You can see there's still a fair bit of climbing to go, though. Anyway, it's getting exciting now when it comes to the final 9. And you can count them down now, folks. 9 to 1 as we roll on in. Indiana or Abby, depends on who comes out next. I think it might be Indiana. Is out next. And then we've got our New Zealand competitor, Oliver Chin, looking happy. Excited and happy to be here, which is awesome. Oliver, ready to go. Now, he cannot win the Australian Championships because he's not an Aussie, but he can get a position on the podium for the competition. That's the way it works. Let's travel over to New Zealand traveling over to here. We did have a good international set a little while ago when we did the Melbourne Olympic qualifiers a couple of years ago in this very venue. It was fantastic to be there. Had some competitors from New Zealand and a few other. Oh, Oliver! That's a little bit of a foot slip there. Maybe just misread the sequence, the foot sequence, but he's got himself back on the wall at least. Anyway, let's see if he can recover or make sure that doesn't mess with his mojo as we get Indiana on the wall as well. Again, running through the sequence just before she jumps up on the wall. Oliver, Indiana. Indy from Victoria, competing. Made a top in, not a top, a 40 and a 42 plus in the qualifiers. So some good heights in the qualifiers, the 2 qualifiers. So it shows that she can post. Decent results. Let's see how this route suits her style today. Let's see if she can make it work. One of the last climbs for the competition for all the climbers, so they know this will be either the last one or the second last one anyway. So go all out on competition. Looking really good though, looking very nice and efficient, making moves, using her feet well. Good, efficient, clipping positions, fantastic. Oliver moving into this section we know gets a bit interesting. A bit low with his feet, so let's see if he can power on through. Looks like he's got plenty of power to burn though. Oh, it's just those feet really get a bit horrible here. Got to make it work. Come on, Oliver. Could be burning some energy here. Nice and strong though. All right, needs to get that right foot up to really press in. There we go. Oh, big power move. Now he's doing really well when it comes to getting these moves a little bit out of sequence, but that will be costing him, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Really need to get that body position in that section, because it becomes very powerful moving on through those positions. Now Indy looking good. The match done, but this move is still not over. Beautiful knee bar there, very efficient, and looking good. Very smart. It's very smart climbing. Good efficiency. Looks like she's got a little bit of a pump in that left hand there. A few deep breaths. Bit of a shakeout. Sure she can see the holds. Kick back and start to get a little bit smaller as she comes around this head wall. And in that clip. There we go. Nice and strong, nice and strong. Now let's see what she chooses to do with the foot match here. Going for the clip in that position. Oh, I was going to say awkward. That foot comes off, then a bit of a barn door might happen, and that's what did happen. But well done, Indy. Good job. Not going to be up there in the high points, unfortunately, for that one. But away you go. So now, really the next competitors, folks. We've got Marlo, Louis, Kyle, Cohen, Connor, Leroy, Kuntao, and Fahim, and Louis. The two Louis. Louis Fischers and Louis Blake. Are out in the next 8, 10, 9, 10 competitors. Marlo, also a very experienced competitor, been on the scene for many years. Topped out the qualifier 1, a 40 plus in qualifier 2. So certainly got plenty of capacity to put a high score in this semi-final. A little bit of a tricky move there at the bottom, eh? So a few of the competitors really not be that certain on those feet, but Marlo getting it done. You don't want to wobble too early in this competition, I'm sure, or any competition. But Marlo seeming pretty relaxed. Moving along quite well, quite efficiently. Lots of body changing positions here low, and it's not very straightforward, as we've seen a few times. The competitors really need to work out their feet and their body positions really well. Let's see if Marlo can make this work. I'm sure he can. We've got Abby Lance from New South Wales. Abby underway. Marlo moving into this section, which we know requires a little bit of smart footwork and body positioning. But Marlo just really powering on through that section, ignoring some of the holds all the way through. So power to burn. Now we've seen a couple of foot slips in this section. So let's see if Marlo can really make the footwork precise and manage. Nice, good. Little back drop knee, which is a nice little technical move. Abby very quickly up into this section as well. Marlo looking strong, making a high point now. Well into new high point territory, which is awesome. Not too far from the top though, and Marlo maybe It's got what it takes to post a top here in the semi-final. Well done. Looking absolutely fantastic. And Abby moving up as well. Marlowe makes the clip. Feels comfortable on that bigger hold, a bit lower down. Now, bigger's probably a relative term. Let's face it. What's Marlowe got here in the tank? Starting to shake. Starting to need to shake out a little bit. Oh, finds a knee bar. Well, a bit of a knee bar anyway. Nice work. Abby moving up into this section. Crimps ready to go. Marlowe going to give it a whirl now. Come on. Oh. Well, that looks like some serious territory up there, folks, but Marlowe booking the high point at this moment in time for the semi-final. Well done. Good job, Marlowe. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. All the competitors want to make a top no matter what, that's for sure. Abby here probably got that in her mind as well, but before she gets anywhere near there, she needs to navigate this section. We know it isn't as straightforward as you want it to be. She's looking pretty good. Resting on that crimp though. That's strong and powerful. See if she gets the drop knee in. Yep. Not really a drop knee, but high foot helps out there. A little bit more height for that move. And Abby moving through. Got a new high point up there for the females. See it at the top of your screen, so it's only 4 or 5 moves away, but Abby still looking pretty good so far. Don't see any desperation in any of those moves, but certainly, wow, that's powerful. Let's see if she can. She's choosing to do a little cheeky foot swap. It's not too bad. So it's only 3 holds away from the high point if she can make that one stick. Let's see if Abby's got a little bit of power left in the tank to make that work. Really using the feet well, staying close to the wall in this section. Now it started to get a little bit slabbier here. And see right above her right knee, there's a really small little hold, a jib it's called, which is that one right there. Just rubbish, nothing. She's looking for that up there. Well, made it work. Abby. Nice. Don't even know what's up there. But Abby, like Braille, and to find her way through. And wow, still got something left in the tank, Abby. Now there's the new high point, by the way. Oh, a little bit pumped. But well done. Good job, Abby. Now, Kyle's using Kyle. Underway. Kyle's a Queensland competitor. Quite a proficient boulderer, as well as lead. And experienced competitors will also. A couple of bouldering sessions with Kyle, very strong and powerful as well when it comes to the bouldering moves, so maybe these small bouldery sections might suit his style. We shall see. A bit of pump there. Good efficient clips though. Pulling up through quite quickly into this section. Making that crossover move work. Oh. Rescued that. All right. Could be a bit of pump going on here for Kyle. Nice work in that maneuver there. Ah, big fall. Well, there you go. A little bit of pump, high up. Not really making it through that bouldery section, but not a bad position. Don't think it'd be a high point. It wasn't. Might be up there in the middle. Probably enough at this moment. Depends on the next few competitors, though, to be up in the top ranking for Kyle. But Oriel is out and about. Oriel, another Queenslander. Again, young competitor, been around in the youth for quite a while. And again, another good boulderer. Had a few bouldering sessions with Oriel, and again, nice and strong, but also quite good in the lead as well. So let's see what she's got today for her competition. Quite a fighter when it comes to her style. Plenty of power. It comes down to it as well. See if that can all come together in a combination today for Oriel. All right, out now, Louis Blake from WA, Western Australian competitors over here as well. Plenty of them in the finals today, which is awesome. Oriel making the match in the centre there. Let's see what she can do with this section here where it starts to kick back, get a bit technical above the head wall. Louis looking comfortable, climbing into the purple volume section. Oriel doing well. Looking good. All power on that left arm. Using to step on a little bit of a rounded piece here. So she might be getting a little pump going on, but hopefully she can find a spot to rest and shake out. We'll shake out there for Louis now, powering through this section. Big, powerful moves. Let's see if he can make this work. Gets that clip done. It's important to get that clip done early. Same with this next clip above where Louis is. It's a difficult position. Oh, flowing through here. Couldn't make the crossover work. The foot was a little wide, I think, for Louis. But Oriel climbing into a reasonable high point here. And just trying to find what do you grab on up there? What is she doing? Oh, really smart. Smart work for Oriel. Did a bit of a hand swap there, but I don't think she made that next hold. And it would be interesting. We couldn't see it from the camera angle, but we'll see if the judges award her that next hold. It should be awarded it with a plus, but I don't know about the use of it. Just couldn't get it there. I don't think brushing it is using it. There you go. Anyway, well done, Oriel. Good job. Nice high point there. I think there'll be an equal high point up there with Abby, or close enough. Could be enough to get into the finals. We'll see. We've got 6 competitors to go after Oriel, so there's 8 slots in the finals. So that's probably enough for at least Abby and Oriel to be in the top 8. But right now, all eyes on Cohen. It's now Cohen's turn. give that a whirl. Right, Cohen underway. We've got our last, this is our last 6 competitors from here on for Cohen, folks. So we'll see. Most likely, some pretty good postings here of heights and scores, you would think. But it all depends on the day. Need to be game on. You know, in this section right here, it's not a straightforward gimme any of these moves at all. And some of them are a bit low percentage too if you do them without the feet in the exact right position. So there is certainly no that hole's not great to be dynoing to. But Cohen, looking like Cohen's got a bit of power to burn here. You don't want to burn too much in this section. We know that, folks, don't we? We've seen a few competitors come unstuck here. But Cohen using that wall, opposite wall, well. Taco, one of the Queenslanders also. Taco, very good in lead, so hopefully we'll see a bit of progression as well from Atako. Again, I keep saying this with these young competitors, but a fairly experienced competitor. Been around in the junior scene for a long time, many years. Cohen moving through this section, making that crossover section work. Now this is a difficult maneuver, difficult body position to swap the feet, get them high, get the left foot high, and then get the right hand on that crimp up high. So we'll see if Cohen can make that work. Oh, big elbow out, foot on. Let's see, nice Cohen. Taco in position as well. Cohen moving through that section, which is excellent, and making his way to a high point area, which is the next few moves up. Marlowe is up there. Cohen looking good though. That lower section was a little bit pumpy, but let's see if he's got, yes, no respite there, not too far from the top. Oh, I was just going to say, looking good, bit of a slip. Started to power out though, but Cohen, I think that'll be enough to get through to the finals today. Taco certainly needs to make it through this section without too much drama, even to get close. Let's see if she can. Looking good, smart work. Knows she can rest on that hold right there. Really nice, steady climbing so far from Taco. Put up. Big move from here. Now, oh, just almost missed it though. All right, Taco choosing to do the clip from this position. I wonder if you'll do the clip from this next position. This is where it starts to get a bit spicy. Good feet. Nice position. Looking good. Find myself holding my breath here for her, but go Taco. All right. Into high point territory. I know these footholds here just get absolutely tiny right now, and we know this next clip is a little bit interesting as well. Now this is it's quite a tall move for this move, or this part. What are they doing here? Oh, wow. Okay. She's made the move, using that next hold in a positive way. So let's see if she can progress from here. Connor underway as well. Now Connor is from the ACT, Connor Lennon. He came in and qualifications at 5th in the lineup, so you know he's got plenty of capacity here. You would expect good things from Connor. Next minute or two, Atako down. Now that I think that might be a high point or equal high point for Atako, so that'll be enough for her to get through to the final today, barring any appeals or anything like that. We've got Abby Oriel up there in the high point at the moment. And Atako pretty well around the same scoring numbers. All right, Connor underway. Let's see if he can move through this section here. We haven't seen too many get up high on the wall. Cohen and Marlowe at the moment at reasonable high points. Connor not really working out this sequence in a super efficient manner, but doing it in a way that it works for him anyway. A little bit taller, so some of those holds being a bit further apart haven't bothered him. I know this section here, though, is fairly powerful. That hold is pretty average. But Connor making it look fairly fine, actually. Here you go. All right, a very experienced competitor right now, Claire Hall, out on the mats. Getting a little fist pump from the belayer, and Claire underway. Bit of a shout out to our climbing duo down there, actually. Claire and Victor Hall. Victor is a bit of a legend in the competition climbing scene. Oh, Connor up reasonably high. Wasn't happy with that, but I think it'll be enough to get him through to the finals. Did enough, but probably not convincing. I want to probably bring out the best when it comes to the finals, though, but I'm sure we'll shake that off and get back at it. Clear now. Well underway. Nice job. Clear. Into this section, we know there's work to be done. Clear has helped out on the Queensland climbing board as well from time to time. Brother Victor, photographer, route setter, all-round champion. Shout out to Victor as well. Legends in the climbing scene, the Hall family. All right, underway now, Leroy. Now, Leroy's done well in the qualifiers also. A top in qualifier 1 plus a 47. So again, got some skills, got some capacity to make it happen. Let's see if Leroy can make it work here in this semi-final. Clear up into the high area. Looking fairly comfortable at this point. Few little moments right now. Now, Clear. See if she can make these bits work. No, these sections up here are where it all matters when it comes to high points. Now, she's probably done enough at this moment to get into a finals position. Oh, just a little foot bubble. And slipped there, but there should be enough for her to get through to the final. Ravleen, Jordan, Roxy and Emily all to go. 4 more competitors yet. And in the men, Guntao, Fahim, Louis, all to go yet also. But we've got Leroy into this section here. We know anything can happen in this section. Certainly not an easy one to read, and I don't think anyone's had an easy time of it. Probably Marlowe. I could say Marlowe powered through some of this section without even using any of the stuff on the left-hand side. He just powered all the way up, which was significant. You look at everyone else and they're powerful climbers, and Marlowe just crushed on through. But Leroy doing well, looking good. Right now you can see that he's in a precarious position. Wants to make this kind of drop knee section work, and right, I was going to say he's got himself with his feet in a position that's not going to work. However, Leroy, that was great. Maybe enough to be in the top 8, who knows. At his feet, they're holding him in, and then really couldn't release. He was overstretched, couldn't release. 2 release would have created a bit of a pop. His feet gave way, but there you go. A little bit of a pump. Breathing hard on the ground, as you would think. It's always an interesting one. The climbers, they look quite calm and collective on the wall, and once you sort of see them down on the ground, they're puffing hard. It is quite a difficult physical activity up there, that's for sure. All of the competitors doing fantastically though. Well done. So far, our finals are looming upon us. Our finals finishes anyway. Three more competitors to go in the males. Guntao, Fahim and Louis. Get out now. Females. We've got Roxy Perry. Now Roxy, again, Tasmanian. Roxy was just recently overseas competing in the boulder. So we're competing in the new format, which was the team format, which was awesome. With Judith and Roxy. Go check that out on the IFSC channel. Roxy now back in town and ready to go. Now ready to go as well. Well, not ready but underway. Roxy already on the wall, which is great. No slips at the beginning. Get that one out of the way. Goes without saying, if you know Roxy, you know she's been a regular on the competition scene for a fair while now, and always fierce competitor. You'd expect Roxy to do well here. Guntao moving up into this section. Oh, it gets a little bit interesting. Roxy moving into this section here where we know it kicks back into the blue circle area with the smaller holds. She's looking very comfortable though. So moving into this section where, you know, this feet, if you get stretched out here, you can get in all sorts. Looks like he's not really seeing that higher foot. Yeah, that's what he needs. Yeah, here we go. Good. And he's up. One move. This is where we've seen a few people just skip all the way through. Needing that hole, but he goes back to use it anyway. Roxy makes the match. Flows on through. Should get the ring lock done. All right, looking pretty good. We've got the dueling climbers right now, side by side. We only need one camera, really. Quite good. They're matching climb for climb, which is awesome. There we go. Roxy climbing into a nice spot. We've got both of them looking, staring down at the top. Roxy moving into position. That'll be enough to bring her, both of these competitors into the finals. Now, Brentau moving into a high point. There we go. Roxy into this section as well. We know this is a bit spicy as well. And it's almost like they're dancing in the same tune. Now let's see if Roxy can make this section work. Gets the clip in. We know it's an awkward clip. Brentau making great high point at this moment. And Roxy doing something crazy here. Oh! Fantastic. Oh, here we go. Couple moves for the top. Oh, one more move and he's got it. The big jug up there from this cross move, but hey, we have a top. Well done. The crowd loves that one, and so do we. Good job. Well, there you go. One top in the finals, folks. Well, the semi anyway. And crowd enjoyed that. Rose. Roxy posting a high as well. So there you go. All right. A couple more competitors for each of the field. We've got Fahim again. Fahim and Louis, both regular competitors at national level. Out next. For the males, Fahim, then Louis. Ravlin, Jordan, and Emily Scott. Out. All finished in equal ranked first because both of them, all three of them, well, all four, including Roxy, topped the qualifiers, both. Qualifier 1 and qualifier 2. Good. Asco from WA right now. Two tops in the qualifications. Got Fahim out as well on the wall. Jordan looking good. Jordan looking good. Fahim looking steady as well. Well, we know Jordan did 2 tops on the qualifiers. Let's see if she can make a top on this one as well. Fahim, very good, experienced competitor. All right, I'm joined by the one and only Ian Gilmartin, mate. Great.
Hello.
Good you could make it.
Yeah, we've been doing the rounds.
Mate, well, while you've been away, we've had over 20 competitors to each of the semi-finals. Big semi-finals today, and we're down to our last couple, but Jordan and Fahim underway.
Doing what they do best, yeah.
We know Fahim's a strong climber. He's certainly been
Yeah, both well known on the scene, and Jordan definitely, yeah. Both making it look pretty straightforward, taking their time. But yeah, Fahim, big personality, big climber.
Yep. Geordie looking good.
It's a beautiful facility, isn't it, Blackburn? I just now I'm joining. I can just chuck my 2 pence in on it, but my 2 cents, as they say out here. But
when we were down there for the Olympic qualifiers, were absolutely fantastic venue. All right.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing. It was nice to climb on.
Jordan's here at probably one of the high points, and now this is a high point for the females. So Jordan still looking quite comfortable, actually. Not even.
Yeah, great control.
I was going to say she doesn't even look like she's trying, but I'm absolutely sure she is. But this is great. That is a high point for the women, and Fahim.
Can we see a top here? Yeah, Fahim looking pretty good too. Just being very cautious with that nice adjustment.
We've seen a few competitors come off at this section. With our competitor just before, which is K-Tao, made a top. So let's see if Fahim can book a top as well. But Jordan, Jordan looking good.
Using the huge right foot there, and the smallest jib I've ever seen in my life on the right side.
It's a bit Jekyll and Hyde, the females one. It's like there's massive holes and then there's tiny. So it's like it's this like bit of psychology between a big thing and then a little thing. So, but Jordan, within striking distance of a top here.
Just got to hit that. Well, we know those cones, if you know them, they've got a really good side and a really bad side. Yeah, I was going to say, some of them have that little rail on the top you can grab, and some not, depending on its facing. Well, pretty incredible send. Hopefully just holding the leg just out of tiredness, nothing else. Yeah,
hopefully that wasn't anything. Fahim still on the wall.
Nice,
but so close there for Jordan. But
yeah, both excellent efforts. Touching the top hold, inches away, but like you said, current high point anyway, right, Jess?
That is the current high point for the women's one, and Fahim, that'll be enough for him though to get into the finals for sure. So.
And I guess that's the thing is sometimes it's a little bit about energy preservation, and don't do something crazy to try and get to the top that could jeopardize you later on. There's that insane list that we can see there with the points.
Guntao up quite convincingly with the top, but Cohen, Marlowe, Connor, Leroy, Jimmy, Kyle, and Jesse. Now, I know that
Fahim was in the 130s.
Yeah, he'll roll up there when that refreshes. And there you go, Jordan.
Yeah, huge.
Quite convincing. Roxy and Atako doing quite well.
Yeah, really nice.
It's bizarre that Roxy's 134 and that's 144. I wonder what that is from a...
From Atako's thing?
I think that might be a totals point of view. But that's all right.
If there's no mystery in sport, there's no fun. You know, we need a little mystery.
Now that's fresh from the scoreboard. So whatever, that does look like the right ranking in.
Yeah, okay, nice. Yeah. Deceivingly large crowd as well, by the way. You know, you can see there's a lot of people there. But when you're in this, if you've not been to this facility and you're in Melbourne at all, make sure you pop down and check it out. But that is a huge space, so that's a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's massive. So Louis, Queenslander now.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit of a something to prove when it comes to top. He topped the first two as well, and we've got I think Ravleen right now from Victoria, and one more after Ravleen, which is Emily. So Louis up and about. Oh, so no, he didn't do two tops actually. He did a top plus a 51 plus on. So in the qualifiers, the better results. However,
He's the one that mattered,
yeah, yeah. And Emily and Ravleen, two tops. So there was quite a lot of tops. Probably that was the top five did two tops. Say that quickly.
It's too early for me, Jess. We've had a big weekend.
Yes, I saw saw some of the photos from
Halloween.
Halloween. That was awesome. Righto. So Louis moving into this section here. Now, this section has brought a fair few climbers undone. It's certainly not straightforward. Oh, gee, Louis he's not looking locked in, to be honest.
It's hard, isn't it? Because like they're so strong, especially someone like Louis. You know, so powerful, so strong.
Yeah.
Just trusting that power that might be not in the most ergonomic position, but just like look at all day. You know, just bump my foot up, adjust it, and just rely on that.
Well, he's certainly
that body tension.
He's certainly shouldering and bicepping his way through this for sure. This section.
Yeah, and aesthetically pleasing too, which is always nice. You know, they've got the making a nice eye candy there. Ravleen's really just again cruising, going smoothly about it.
Now this section here, we know from this point on, the holds start to disappear. That's what I was saying, the Jekyll and Hyde, all the big sort of orange ones, and then now the small crimpy ones.
No, it's just the little. Just got to get through this at the right sort of speed as well, not dwell too long. Louis' back moving good now. That's the thing is, you know, sometimes you can be too controlled, and you've probably seen it earlier on when I was driving, but it's people burn out. It's nice to see in the national format, obviously, so many great climbers, but to see the old names, you know, consistently, still young athletes, but the old names, and then, you know, there has been a few new faces popping up this year, which is good.
There has been, and I was saying that before. Like, you know, you and I have been doing this for a few years now, and the numbers consistently growing.
Yep. Every state event is just booming.
Yep. And the average age of the competitor going down as the numbers go up. Making you and I feel a bit old. But it's great to see so much young, new energy coming into the competition scene, because it'll drive it forward. And, you know, it's Australia, we want to be on that scene. Roxy was over in
Japan,
with Judith and competing. And, there we go.
Yeah, no, I did see because they sent. I spoken to a few of the athletes who said they had these spots available, and I mean, Roxy and Judith, two great ambassadors anyway for the females.
I know it was Max and was it Marlo? Max and Marlo? No, it wasn't Marlo.
It was.
I'm having a mental blank now.
No, you can't.
He's not competing here in the lead. If anyone remembers who was
jump in the chat,
competing with Max.
I did see because I was.
Yeah, I'm having a mental blank. I see him all the time in the comps, but all right, Ravleen looking good.
Much more direct than I was getting here. I was doing loops of the community. Come on, Ravleen, let's go. Nice and easy, just finding that rest spot.
Right,
Time's never an issue in league. Well, very rarely an issue.
They do have 6 minutes, and I don't know if they're running it this time, but in the IFSC comps and whatever, it's 6 minutes to get to the top. But
Well, I mean, they're changing so much. I was talking to someone the other day about. I was watching bits of the comp where they had as soon as in the bowling, but as soon as someone falls off, next person goes.
Yeah.
That more team ethic, which is something I've been championing for a long time, making climbing a team version as well.
I think that's great.
And I think hopefully over the next 5 years we see a bit of that, because things like this, you know, if you've got a team and you like, who's my lead, who's my speed, who's my spot, who's my boulder, you know, who's doing this one, this is slabby, this is powerful. It's just going to be even more enjoyment, and you can set more variety in boulders because you've got a diverse team.
Yeah.
But for the time being, we can enjoy Raveline at the peak of her abilities here. Just
now she's looking good. We did see a top from this point onwards before, so
Emily tap it. We just got to see her.
Yeah, almost a top. Sorry,
lock in,
not a top.
I'll touch the top hold. Raveline's really good at weighting her feet, just keeping it, trying to keep the air.
And she's not looking tired at this point. Looking fairly comfortable in this position. The head wall seems to have kicked back a little bit, or kicked off a little bit, so it's not so steep here, but a little bit more pumpy by the time you get to these top holds. And those big holds tend to open the hands and really sort of power you out. So we'll see if she can make it work.
Yeah, nice. I mean, this is the wall we saw. One of the all-time moments when Campbell booked his ticket for the Olympics on this wall.
Absolutely.
An amazing scene. Yeah, good. Just in that little jib foot, which is the other way to the way Jordan went. Yeah, Jordan came across.
So small. All right, now this is an awkward little move at the top here, but
Jordan jump. Oh, there we go. Really nice.
All right.
Just clip the clip.
Well done, Evelyn. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, the crowd likes it.
Never really looked in doubt, to be honest. That's a sensational send.
Really solid.
Yeah, that was.
Well, it's going to make for a good final, that's for sure, folks. So make sure you join us later on this afternoon for that final. It's not over yet in the semi-finals. One last competitor to go, Emily Scott. Now, Emily.
Another machine, yeah.
Yep. Good, solid competitor. Posted a couple of great tops in the qualifiers. So you would think, if all things being equal, that this would be another opportunity to do so. Well,
Raveline's the first Victorian athlete making the finals, I think, as well, which is interesting. The first home.
Which is great news.
Homestead, which means we now have, WA, Tassie, Queensland, ACT, Victoria and New South Wales. So all representations present in the finals of the females, and I think the men's.
There you go.
It's pretty similar. Queensland, New South Wales, Vic, Tassie. Yep.
Well, there's your top 8, folks. Now, the score, that is not the score on the right-hand side. That is their bib number. But there's your top 8. So it's all the way from Kutau, Fahim, Louis, Cohen, Marlo, Gilly, Connor, Leroy and Jimmy. Now that will be your top 8 going through to the finals. A couple of names there, Kyle and Jesse, right on the edges there, but missing out. Sure.
Yeah, on the cusp, 22, and Jimmy sneaking in with a 22 plus, that positive move, which, again, if you're just newer to climbing and this is one of your first comps you're watching and you're starting to get into it, the positive move past that hold is so important. Once you keep making that move towards the next hold, in this one, it's the difference between Jesse and Kyle and Jimmy. Jimmy going to finals and them two, unfortunately, not. So, keep that in mind. It's like showing great starts in a boulder comp as well, Show
That's
control on all 4.
Yep. All right, our last semi-finalist, Emily Scott, all the way from New South Wales.
Great climb.
Yeah.
These Vesi holds early on, they're actually so nice.
I thought they were Cheetah. They're not Cheetah. Is that Resi, are they?
Vesi, yeah. These ones are Vesi the first few, then it goes to the Cheetahs. But them ones, they're actually some of my favourite holds at the moment. I mean, I do vary depending who set something hard with them or easy. But there wasn't those things. They're actually they're just a nice depth. So it's a really nice way to start the ball. or the climb.
Emily looking in control and moving very nicely. So good start, but we know there's plenty of climbing before she gets into the finals at this point, and also plenty before a top, which we do hope occurs. Let's see Emily pulling into this section here. All right. Now, straight after this, folks, there'll be a small break, but we'll roll straight into the Open B Para and Masters final. We've got a few competitors in that lineup, so it will be a fresh new live stream. So go join us on that one.
Yeah, and let us know in this one who you're rooting for, who's your tips for of these semis through, who you're rooting for in the actual finals of this version as well, of the A's.
Yes.
Get involved. Tell us if you did anything cool for Halloween, if you're doing anything, anything coming up, any climbing trips planned. Let's get the chat going. You can talk to each other while we're watching these climbs. Please get involved. Share the live streams each time you tune in. Let's get the views up to the multiple thousands for these athletes.
Oh, there we go. We've got the scores in. You can see.
Beautiful.
There we go. So you can see your top 8 there. Like you said, Jimmy just got through with a plus.
So close though. Look at that, from 15 on 19 moves to 22 plus 23 is 6th.
Well, it's close, folks, and it comes down to just that extra half a second tap or move or whatever it might be. But Emily looking really nice here, moved through that section absolutely swimmingly, and
another young gun as well.
Yeah.
I will say what's great, a tip of the hat to the route setters on this one as well. As you can see, it's not one stumbling block that's befuddled everybody. It's quite a number of different, a few fell at 13, 14, one at 10, 15, 16. Yep. Really good to see that there's multiple areas which have caused, the undoing of the athletes, as we say. And
that sounds a bit morbid.
I'm trying to be politically, I'm trying to be polite as well, because these are all insane athletes and everyone's crushed it. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't just that there was one hectic move that some people couldn't reach out.
Emily,
nice, Emily.
Yeah, still plenty of power in the tank, and looking good. Well, she's done enough to get into the finals. So what she's doing now is climbing for a top. Posterity?
On this Sunday, Jace, you're not going to get me correcting you. But I will say, also place getting to go out later in the finals.
Yeah.
Always the psychological edge of qualifying first, qualifying second.
All right, Emily, move. Only a small amount of moves from the top. Let's get that camera up there so we can see the top moves, because that's what we want to see.
This clip was tricky. I think this clip was the one that Ravleen even just made her adjust a bit and then probably put her a bit on a timer for the finish. And it's so strong.
Yeah, nice. And really sort of staying low under that foot is giving her a little bit more balance and counter balance against the handhold, which is really nice body positioning. So
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, taking a little bit of time to shake out. Knows the hold at the top is big, but probably doesn't want to understate it.
Yeah, just the foot and then really hit over. Yeah,
nice. There we go. Another top. Most likely she's got to his clip and it's done. Well done, Emily.
Most casual top clip. Off she pops. Epic. So she gets to go out in first, last 8th position, but
that's it.
Qualify first. Such a nice boost for her.
There you go.
Well done.
All right, folks. Well, follow along in the Sports Climbing Australia live scorecard if you want on their website. You can track that down. We'll leave you there, folks. That is the semi-finals done and dusted. We might bring the scoreboard up just quickly before we finish up, though. But we've got our top 8 for the men and the top 8 for the females. So Emily will pop up there, and Ada, unfortunately, will pop down. So you'll be Clea, Oriel, Abby, Atako, Roxy, Jordan, Ravleen, and Emily. So that's your top 8 we'll go through, other than if there's some appeals, and you've got your top 8 in the men. The team will bring the scoreboard up on that maybe in a second, but you've got Buntao, Fahim, Louis, Cohen, Marlowe, Connor, Leroy, and Jimmy is the top 8 for
quite diverse builds as well in the male and female. So it's going to be really interesting to see who excels at what. Yeah, so I'm super excited.
All right, folks.
But before
Well,
that,
yeah. All right, folks. We'll leave you there. That's it from us for the semi-finals. Well done to all the competitors. Thank you, Jason and Ian, signing off for this one. But join us in only moments on a fresh new live stream for the finals of the Open B, the Masters, and the Para coming up real soon, folks. Thank you for joining. We've got a few more live streams and finals this afternoon, so don't go away. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.